Hello YouTube, B3 here, and Naughty Cat, apparently. Back with another kicking action figure review. Haven't reviewed a Marvel figure in a long time, and my Marvel figures that I need to review are kind of piling up. So I thought I would review this guy from the Kingpin Build-A-Figure Wave, Symbiote Spider-Man. Now, if you aren't familiar with this specific Symbiote Spider-Man, in The Amazing Spider-Man 800, which was the last issue of Dan Slott's incredibly long Amazing Spider-Man run, Peter Parker has to don the symbiote suit again because he, just as regular Spider-Man, stands zero chance against the Red Goblin, which is Norman Osborn with the Goblin formula and the Carnage symbiote. So, he really needed an edge. And Venom let him temporarily borrow the symbiote. So lots of stuff going on. But yeah, you can see that it is a different design from regular Symbiote Spider-Man. Because regular Symbiote Spider-Man normally doesn't have claws. So he's got clawed feet, clawed hands. He's got these little diamonds when he used to have squares. He's got a new spider design. And of course these big wide eyes. So that is how you can tell it's issue 800 Symbiote Spider-Man. And I think giving him a good idea, or giving him a good design for that issue was a good idea, is what I meant to say. So yeah, they actually worked harder on this figure than they really needed to. You know, we got a new... I'm not entirely sure if it's an entire new head sculpt, or if they just sculpted these eyes onto like a previous head, but I actually do think it is a new head sculpt. I think this is a brand new head. If not, it's probably the Blizzard head. But I think it's a new head. The body is the regular Pizza Spider-Man body. These hands, I believe, are new hands. They're new claw hands. I have several Marvel Legends of claw hands, and I'm pretty sure these claws are new. Pretty sure. You know what else I think is new? These feet. You know, I think these are different feet. Because, look, I have one right here next to me. Here is a previous Symbiote Spider-Man. This is Black Suit Superior Spider-Man, also known as Superior Venom, right? Look at his feet. These are the feet that we normally see on figures like this, right? So these are the same feet that were on Lasher or whatever. They're different feet. They're completely different feet. So they gave him new feet. They seriously did more on this guy than they needed to. Because they could have given him those feet and I wouldn't have blinked. I would have been like, yeah, okay. But they didn't. They gave him new feet. They really, really cared about this Spider-Man because they released him really quickly too. Like right after that story came out, this figure was announced. So pretty incredible stuff. Accessory-wise, you already saw... Oh, where are you going, girl? Accessory-wise, you can already see that he comes with 2 claw hands, which is what I'm going to display him with. But he also has 2 fist hands. You know, they're fine. And for the Build-A-Figure parts, he came with 2 Kingpin heads. So a head for Kingpin and an interchangeable head for Kingpin. I'll be building Kingpin, but I'm in no rush to build Kingpin. I did buy this Spider-Man quickly, though, because I thought he might go up in price. So, I did order Spider-Man. But yeah, this is the head I'll be displaying on my Kingpin. Now, this Symbiote Spider-Man has really exactly the articulation you would expect from a modern Marvel Legend. Up and down on the head, side to side on the head. Up, up. I guess that arm's not going to do it. Up and down on this arm. I just opened him, so he's a little stiff. Forward and back on this arm. You have that... This isn't on all modern Marvel Legends, but it's on the pieces. It's on most Spider-Man now. This forward and back, like that. You have a bicep, double, elbow, wrist swivel, forward and back on the wrist, ab crunch, waist swivel, legs that go in and out. I wish these came out in and out. I wish these just went out a little farther, you know? Forward and back, thigh, double knee bend, up and down on the feeties, ankle pivot, and there you go. That's his articulation. So now let's get into size comparisons. So size comparison wise, here's Symbiote Spider-Man with Carnage, not Red Goblin. I have Red Goblin, and his review's coming. And I will definitely compare this Spider-Man to Red Goblin in Red Goblin's review. So subscribe, hit that notification bell. But here he is with Cletus Cassidy Carnage. This is the kind of retooling of Carnage that they did for the Monster Venom Build-A-Figure wave. But if you have the Carnage from, I think it was Ultimate Green Goblin, that wave, then this will work for that too. So, yeah, and any figure with the Bucky Cap mold, this is also a size comparison for, because this Carnage has the Bucky Cap mold. And as you can clearly see, they scale very well together, actually. And now I want to show Spider-Man with another figure from this wave specifically. And I have already reviewed this figure, if you are interested. A character that I've wanted a figure of for a long time. Puma! Yeah, I got Puma from GameStop, but I got Spider-Man from Amazon. So yeah, you know, they look good together. Now, I like to show MCU figures, and I want to show a larger figure today as well. So here's a Build-A-Figure. Ultron from Age of Ultron. This is the Build-A-Figure version, but if you have the single release version of this Ultron, same scaling, obviously. So that's that. And I'm MCU, him with the MCU, him with the virgin bee, bing bing bong bong bing. And I just want to show him with one other figure. Here's another, well, this is the end of my life. This next figure, also a Build-A-Figure from the past that got a repaint and some new accessories. The Walmart exclusive Modern Thanos. That's so yeah, that's how that looks. Very, very kosher. So what are my final thoughts on the issue 800 Symbiote Spider-Man from the Hasbro Marvel Legends Kingpin Build-A-Figure wave? I like it. I remember I first read that issue, I was like, I have to have a Spider-Man figure of the 800 Symbiote suit. And I'm so glad they gave us one. And quickly, too. Very quickly. I guess, I mean, there was a lot of hype around that story. Even though I thought it was a great story, it should have been much longer. It was a very short comic arc, especially for the stakes that were involved. And a swan song. So it should have been much longer. But I'm glad Dan Slott gave us what he gave us. You know, it was a good idea. It was a good story. Should have been longer. And you had a good run, Slott. So thank you very much. If you want to see more Marvel Legends reviews, be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss one. The next Marvel Legends review will probably be Red Goblin. I've already reviewed Puma, as I said. Reviewing Red Goblin. I don't have Silver Sable, Night Thrasher, Black Cat, or Six-Armed Spider-Man yet, but I am definitely getting them. You can't stop me. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support, and I'll see you all later.